Welcome back, trainers! So, remember how I said I was going to do the Groudon, one Groudon versus Alolan Raichu? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's possible. Now, I could have maybe done it, maybe not. You need maybe sunny weather, but I'm going to tell you this. The game is so rant alert, okay? This game is so broken. At this point, I don't understand. Now, I was getting shadow hit, I was getting lag, and then we're going to take a look at a few other glitches as well. One being right when you enter the raid, the password pops up right as I enter the fight like this, and it just messes everything up. Now, I wasn't exploiting anything like trying to do the no team and then start at 80 seconds. I was just playing normal, okay? So let's get that out of the way. Because if I was doing that, then you could say, well, you're exploiting glitches, and that's probably the problem. Absolutely correct. But I wasn't. So let's just say this right off the bat. If this was Harry Potter, go, oh brother, this game would be dead. The only reason why it's alive is because it's Pokemon, okay? That's the only reason why they're getting away with having such horrible development. It's just completely absurd. So anyway, look at that. Do you see how on par I am? That's looking great. Now I'm going to say, I went in there the first time and I did mess up. I didn't dodge one of the psychics correctly, and if that happens, you won't hear a peep about it like that, right? That's completely my fault. So I was just going to let this one run because this is the best that I was able to do because of the lag. Now, I could have went in there and I kept trying to do it with Groudon, right? But it just kept hitting me with death lag, death lag, death lag. We're going to look at that in just a second here. So yeah, I mean, Groudon is fantastic against Alolan Raichu. As you can see, I even got hit by one psychic. Now, could I have done it without sunny weather? I'm not too sure. But more tests in the future, because this is not going to hold me back. I'm going to still keep going because it's my job. Now I'm going to show you this. Watch this. So I get hit by psychic, then I'm going to slow it down, and I get hit by another psychic. Let's watch this in slow motion. 1, and then 2. Yeah, is it just me, or I mean, does psychic only have one charge bar, or am I like missing something here? That was so absurd. That's what I have to deal with time and time again. And here's the other glitch. All right, and then I'm gonna slow it down so you can see this. What is that? Oh my gosh. Oh brother. So I don't know. So I go in here with Tyranitar. I'm thinking to myself, okay, all right, well, the timer's almost up. I had to back out because that's, I mean, how can I actually do a raid starting, 10 seconds or more late? It's not going to be right. So this is the official one here, okay? At this point, I was going to dodge. I was going to try to see how long Tyranitar can last, but I wasn't going to try my hardest. Now, technically, you'd probably want to dodge a few of the quick moves as well if you're trying to just get as far as you can with just one Pokemon. It's necessary to dodge a few quick moves in all of the charge moves. And I wouldn't say I necessarily lost motivation, but I wasn't. Well, you can. Yeah, I did. I lost motivation at this point because there was something going on with this gym, with this raid. But, hey, Tyranitar performs well, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Groudon is better up against this because of the electric move. It's resisting that. And you're going to take the majority of the quick moves, which are electric, and if you're Groudon, those are going to be resisted. The Psychic is resisted by Tyranitar, which I'm dodging all of them, and look, I dodge and it still hit me. See, and it doesn't take that much damage off you when you dodge. But all right, so there you have it. I just wanted to show you this because I wanted to try to do the Groudon, right? But it just simply wasn't happening. And after this, we're going to take a look at a Alolan Exeggutor versus one of my Articunos. And I was successful. It was pretty fun. And there was no problems except for the catch screen, which we will go over another bug that has been introduced after the new update. Yeah, isn't that fantastic, folks? So as you can see, Tyranitar is putting in work. Not as good as the Groudon, but it's still doing fairly well. I took the hit. At that point, I was like, yeah, I'm done. This was the last try I had, right? Because I sat there the whole time for the whole duration of the raid. and the raid is technically over at this point. So if I back out, it's game over, and I wasted my pass, and I want that Alolan Raichu, right? So Scizor is first time using him. I wasn't going to try to dodge all this stuff. I was at first, and then I just start taking the hits, and then the Alolan Muck comes in. And I don't know, I think the Alolan Muck was doing massive damage, or maybe it was just because of the yellow health. You know how you attack, it has yellow health, and I was just getting it confused with Scizor's damage. You'll see here in a second what I'm talking about. But what I want to really do is find an Alolan Raichu, and if I do not have any lag, I want to do a Groudon test to see how long or how much damage it can do by dodging everything, then a Tyranitar, then an Alolan Muck, and a Scizor, and a few other Pokemon as well. I think that would be really fun. Those are the kind of things I love to do, that I'm just passionate for, because we have nothing really competitive. And I see a lot of people asking, well, we need some competitive. There is some, competitive aspects to the game, but you have to initiate them yourself. They're not there by Niantic. What I'm talking about is like a raid. It's going to always consist with raids, right? You're going to go in there with, say, 2 Valors, 2 Mystics, 2 Valors, 2 Instincts, or 2 Valors, 2 Mystics, and 2 Instincts versus a level 4 raid. See who does the most damage. It's basically a damage competition. That's what we have at this point. Okay, so I'm trying, guys, but it's really hard to work with a broken app. Now, there is quite a few bugs that I've noticed from the newest update, and I'm talking version 0.111.3. Yes, I have that right now. Currently, that's what I'm using. And there's weird bugs, like Pokemon that you encounter will have berries that you fed to the previous Pokemon. We'll take a look at that in this Alolan raid coming up here. So I tried doing this with a Mew, just one Mew, but it wasn't happening. I need weather boost. So I was like, okay, what can I do? Alolan Exeggutor with just one Pokemon, and Articuno. It fits the bill quite nice, because Alolan Exeggutor is extremely weak to Ice types, being Dragon and Grass. So that was pretty fun. No problems in this gym. But it's just like, come on, please, just work. Like I said before, if this was Harry Potter Go, this game would have died a long time ago. It's only alive because it's Pokemon. We have awesome looking creatures. I mean, the game is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to dog on the developers and Niantic so hard here, but I'm going to be real. This is what I do on my channel, and I know a lot of people were upset that I didn't speak up and say more about the TM for Zapdos. I mean, but I can't really say too much about that, because I don't think that there's too much wrong with it. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that because of their investment. But, I mean, I knew this was coming. I called it, right? I mean, a lot of you who watch me understand what I'm trying to tell you. You have to, pick and choose who you're going to power up. Think about the future. Because if you can just TM these new Zapdos with, your old ones with the new move, Thundershock, it's going to make the new ones so pointless. They're not going to be special. And some of you are like, so what? What's the big deal? Well, it's kind of like a legacy move for it. It's neat. It's fun. It's interesting. It's going to give it some uniqueness, some sort of value, right? But anyways, I don't want to go off onto that topic here. So look at that. Look at doing pretty good. I had less health for a minute there, but I pulled it up back into the win. So I don't know, guys. Just trying to explain my situation here, because I would love to do a lot more raids, a lot more cool, unique tricks, but it's so difficult. And I don't mind trying and trying again if I fail, if I personally mess up, but that's not the case. It's not the case. Now let's take a look at this Alolan Exeggutor. He should have a berry on it. Look at it. Already has a berry. Now watch when I don't think I throw it right away. And don't mind my throws. Most of the time I don't care. Alright, if I want to hit excellence, I will hit those if I really wanted to. So I was like, okay, what's with the berry going on here? I've experienced this before the Alolan Exeggutor. Yeah, it's horrible throws. I was just laughing and just wondering what in the world is going on here, just messing around. So yeah, like I said, I experienced this before with the new update. It hasn't happened before, not until this new update. I'm going to feed it a berry. You're going to see what's going to happen here. It's actually going to reverse It could very well be just the berry is there. It's just not showing the image anymore. But I don't know what's going on with this. But on the plus side, raid timers actually show the time left, not just when they start and end or something like that. It actually shows an actual timer that counts down, which is very nice, I must say. And before, when you would click on a raid, right, and let's say you bring up your raids, your nearbys, and then you see something you like, you're like, oh, where's that at? You tap on it, and then it kind of like zooms over to it with an arrow, and then you're out of there. And then when you're looking around it, you're like, oh, I want to see how much time is left, but that dumb arrow on top is in the way and you can't see, so you have to go back into your nearbys and unclick it. That's gone. The arrow is like above it, so it doesn't interfere with the time. So that's pretty nice. So I'm not trying to just completely annihilate the app here. I'm trying to be real and tell you how I feel, because it's really broken, so look out. But with that said, there's a lot of cool things coming down the road. Alright, so I want to end this video on a positive note. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this Donphin raid. Partly cloudy, so no weather boost on my end or on its end. 6 unique Pokemon, and that's that. Wasn't trying to dodge, just straight attacking. I'll try next time. The thing about Donphin is you have to just keep going, because it is a kind of tanky Pokemon, and if you dodge too much, your timer's just simply going to run out. But I'll just check it out more in the future. So, something positive here. Well, lucky Pokemon are coming. That's something pretty neat. Incentive to power up Pokemon that possibly have a horrible IV reroll, or once you become best friends and ultra friends, you're going to be able to power up a possibly good IV from your trade. I've heard stories of lower friendships actually getting good IVs, but that's a whole nother topic, and that's a certain special circumstance. But anyways, good idea on Niantic's end. Can't wait to see how it's going to play out. And then we have that new Platinum Berry, possibly is what it's going to be called, that may have something to do, interact with the whole lucky Pokemon ordeal. All right, so I mean, they're trying over here. But I just feel like the amount of money they've received is just so crazy, right? Things should just run smoother. Your service provider, it's your service provider. I don't think so. Yes, sometimes, but not all the time. So these whole lucky Pokemon might be coming. I don't know a date, but fairly soon, because Niantic is tweeting out pictures about it left and right. Well, they did 2 pictures. One was very subtle and sneaky, and then the last one was very in your face. They're like, they didn't say it, but like, who is your first, trade? So it's like, oh, they're getting ready. They're winding up, preparing us. Obviously, it's just going to be a matter of flipping the switch. So thank you for watching, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just bringing you a little insight on my adventures. And with that said, I'll be catching you later. And you have a good one. Take care.